don't think she's had the kids yet, but I think that it's a matter of weeks. And, you know, who's going to take out top twins of 2017?
So
it's
true.
a lot.
But why are twins this big trend now? Is it the only way to, like, top every other celebrity's pregnancy? Is to, like, have
two of them.
Next year, it's going to be triplets.
Yes, I
We're going to see people announcing triplets.
And Hollywood would combust and explode if it was Jennifer Aniston and Justin Theroux having triplets.
That's the only way to top this year of
Yes. And then maybe
Kate Middleton having triplets.
Maybe Angelina having triplets by herself.
Totally.
You know.
But so maybe let's talk about this as a power couple. Let's say, you know, like, who's got a bigger, brighter future ahead of them? The twins for Bey and Jay-Z, or the twins for George and Amal?
I don't want to go against the Beehive because they're scary, but I think George and Amal. I'm a big fan of Amal. I think the smarts in that relationship. I want them to be my parents.
And there was, of course, me too. And of course, there was a report like a couple weeks ago that President Obama visited George Clooney in England. So of course, they've got all of this, you know, government, you know, background. So of course, these kids are going to be set up perfectly. Life and Style, you guys have a report that Blue Ivy will be in the delivery room.
Yes, so apparently Blue Ivy is going to be presented with a nurse's outfit that costs near $1,000. So, you know, a pretty pimping nurse's outfit. And she's going to be there watching her mum give birth to these twins. I feel conflicted. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but apparently they don't want her to be jealous of the twins. So they're involving her literally all the way.
I guess that's kind of good. I don't know. Yeah, I'm mixed emotions about that. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, we're going to switch over to a little more of a somber topic. We're going to talk about the Bill Cosby trial began this week. What's happened so far?
A lot has happened so far. So we're on to day 3 today. The woman who is on stand is being questioned again today. So she was cross-examined yesterday for 4 hours. Wow. It's expected that she will be cross-examined again by the defense for hours today. A lot has been surfaced so far. She claimed that in 2004 that Crosby drugged her and molested her. He was said to be holding his head in his hands, shaking his head during her testimony. So a lot will come from this trial today. It's said that the trial was going to go for 2 weeks.
Which I thought was really short.
It is short, but also so much has happened in these first 3 days. I don't know what more can come from.
Exactly. I almost think in that particular case, because, you know, Andrea Constand is still on the stand again today. Potentially, she might be going on the stand again tomorrow for more cross-examination. You know, this might be a couple more weeks. They may have to continue to add on to it. One of the other big things, of course, that came out was with Mr. Cosby yesterday was Rudy.
Yes.
Showed up with Bill Cosby yesterday at the courthouse, which I think is really interesting.
Really interesting. I think that was very much a power move by Cosby. Also, he was a bit off yesterday as he left the courthouse. He was seen saying, hey, 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 and just really did not hit the right tone. It was all very awkward yesterday.
And I think it's really fascinating also, and we can kind of get into this as a larger pop culture, you know, phenomenon. There's people, of course, outside of the courthouse who are big, diehard Bill Cosby supporters who, of course, are saying he's innocent, this is ridiculous. Kind of similar to situations with Michael Jackson, with his fans saying the same thing. But then there's this larger, bigger argument that this might be, you know, this generation's version of the O.J. Simpson trial, because you're dealing with power, you're dealing with race, you're dealing with all these other kinds of things right now.
Absolutely. It's very, you know, it's incredibly divisive. And I always think it is so interesting when you have these people who have a large fan base who have been accused of such horrible crimes. And it's interesting to see the people that are willing to stick by them, particularly in the Cosby case when there has just been so many women come forward. You know, it's hard to refute a lot of the evidence that has been presented against him, yet you have these people who are almost seemingly willing to turn a blind eye to that stuff. And I think that, you know, there is, over the next 2 weeks, this will dominate the news cycle because I'm sure that there are more explosive things to come.
And it's important to note this is only just one instance. The Pennsylvania situation, there's, of course, stuff in California, you know, so this isn't something that's going away from Mr. Cosby at all.
No, this is the only potential for criminal retribution, though. So there's been those civil cases. Unfortunately, you know, the time that's passed between a lot of these incidents, this is the only woman who's allowed to
Right.
to bring a case against him in the criminal court.
And what do we know about his health? Because right now it's reportedly that his health is, not in great condition. Do we have any more insight to exactly what that is or what's going on?
It's all very fuzzy at the
Okay.
moment, but he looks frail. He was being visibly supported walking to and from court yesterday, so I wouldn't be surprised if he is suffering from, some form of serious condition, and there's been a lot of speculation about that to this point.
Well, we're going to have to get an update next week from you when you come back in and
Yes.
see what's happening with the case.
All
And maybe
over it.
next week we'll have Beyonce babies to talk about
Maybe,
as well.
hopefully.
All of the babies.
All the babies, all the twins.
Just
Well,
get them out now, yes.
Thank you so much, Kate Spies. Always